Okay, today is 3rd of November. Okay. Okay, so it's nice to see. Okay. Today.
Hello, teacher.
Okay. So today we will continue to consider C++ language, so programming language. So this discipline is computer science and engineering. So why we consider C++ language? Because C++ language is the basic of modern programming language, such as Java, for example, Python, and so on. So, and to create some program in these languages is necessary to understand the elements of programming language. The more complicated way to understand this is to consider classical C language. So today we will continue to consider the basic concepts of C language. So modern programming is based on objective-oriented idea. So what does it mean, objective-oriented idea? So to understand what does it mean, the objective-oriented programming OOP, so we must consider two concepts, the structure and the function. So we considered structures previous three times, but today we will consider the function, how to create the function. So today I will create the functions. Function, it is the block of a program with some actions, but functions may accept something and may put out something. Today, I will start to compile function. To compile is to execute programs with functions. So now I will go to the Microsoft Visual C++ 6.0. So this is special media for programming in C++. And now I will create a program in classical C language. So I press File, I press New Windows 32 console application. To learn some language, it is better to in console programs, in textual mode programs. So for example, laboratory, the name of this project, lab, for example, 444, and press OK. So yes, so but we must add to project. Okay, I'm sorry. One more time. One more application. Lab. Example 55. 55. Okay. Yes. An empty project. So for the clear, for the simplicity, an empty project without any additions. And press finish. Okay. So this Microsoft Visual C++ 6.0, it is an old media. Why I use this old program? Because it is very easy in using. Okay, so after this, it is necessary to add in this project the file with program, with the text of program. So the source file, C++ source file, let the name of this file be the same, lab 555. Okay. Okay, So the program in C language consists of two parts. The non-executable part, so two slashes, means comment. So comment is not readable by the program. Okay, so this is a text which explains something. So non-executable part, non-executable part, non-executable part. So to compile programs in C language, it is necessary to add some libraries. Which libraries? The libraries with explanation of language. So we must include some libraries. First inclusion, include some files with libraries. First file, console input output, con.io, conio, with the extension h, the header file. Okay, the next inclusion, let us copy, press Ctrl C, okay, press Ctrl V. So the standard input output, Stadio h. So the next inclusion, standard library, std lib, standard library. Okay, so three inclusions. So after this, and let us after this, let us consider the matrices. Let us consider the matrices. Let us define, let us consider the function which generate matrix, which put matrix out, so the matrices. So to generate matrix, it is necessary to define the number of columns of matrix and the number of the lines in the matrix. So matrix, it is a table. It is a table. Okay. So for this purpose, we have the special directive. So the directive begins from the sharp symbol. This is a directive include. So, and the next directive will be defined to define the number. Define. So, for example, m is a constant m4. So, what does it mean? Define m4. So, when the compiler, the special program which compiles this text, which translates this text into intermediate code. So the next program will be linker. So linker translate intermediate code into executable files. So it is necessary to translate the code, the text of the program in the intermediate code to compile, and after this to press build to translate into the executable file. So the compiler CM, and instead of m, it puts automatically 4 in each place of the program, of the future program. So, and let us define the next number, the number, for example, of the columns, the number of columns. Okay, so define n3 or maybe 5. Okay, 4 and 5. Let me see the result. Okay. So what does it mean 5? N. N means the number of columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The number of columns. Mm-hmm. So 4, it is the number of lines, the number of rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we define them. Okay. After this, let us create the function. Which function? Function of table generation. So what does it mean, generation? So we must put to the element of this table how much elements? 5 times 4, 20 elements. We must put to each element of our future table some value. So this is so-called generation, the generation of the matrix. So let us create this function. So this function only gives the elements of matrix the values. So this function is of type void, nothing, no type. Okay, so and the name of the function matrix generation. So gen matrix. This is the name, generation of matrix. But how to generate the matrix? So to generate the matrix, we must give the computer, the compiler, the information about the first element of this table. What does it mean, first element? First element of the table, it is the upper left element. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the first element of first line. Okay, so the type of this value will be integer type, and the pointer, special variable, which indicates the address, the number of the cell in which the first element of matrix is placed. Okay, so this is a parameter of our function. So we will give to the function the parameter, the pointer to the location of the first element of the matrix. Okay, so this is the headline of the matrix. Okay, after this will be the content of the matrix. Hello, Ahmed. Okay, so the content of the matrix, so of the function, I'm sorry, the content of the function must be some block of comments. So block is put it into the parentheses. So this is a headline, this is a continuation, the block of matrix. Okay, so matrix proposes that, Ahmed, we create the matrix, the table, the two-dimensional array. So we considered one-dimensional array of the sequence of some elements, for example, 20 elements. Okay, so the line of 20 elements. So now we will consider two-dimensional array, the matrix, so-called matrix. So in our matrix, in each line matrix, it is a table, two-dimensional. So we have 5 elements, and in each column we have 4 elements. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. Okay, Ahmed, do you understand me? Please say.
Yes, I understand you.
Ahmed,
I get it.
Generate a matrix. So we defined the number of lines in matrix, and we defined the number of elements in each line, the number of columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we will create the function. So previous time we created the structures. So the function, it is the second basic concept of objective-oriented programming. So the function, how to create the function. So before we created only the main function, but in this program we will have a lot of functions. So how to create the function? By the use. So first function is the function of matrix generated. Matrix generation. So the function has the name. So the name is generation of matrix. So the type void. So and the list of parameters. The parameter, it is a pointer PM. So to the first element of matrix. The first element of matrix. This is the first element in the first line. The address of this element is a number of cell in which this element will be placed. Okay, so to work with matrix, with table, we need 2 cycles. double cycle. So let us introduce in function locally, only in function, only in this function. These variables will be visible only in this function, can be used only in this block between these parents, not outside. Okay. So I and j, two cycle variables. Okay. So after this, let us generate the matrix. What does it mean, generate? To put to each element of matrix the proper value. For example, how to do this? How to do this? So the matrix, it is two-dimensional array. So for example, the name of matrix, this is not this program, this is an example. For example, the name of matrix, matter. But in the case of one-dimensional array, it is necessary only to indicate how much elements will be in line. For example, 3 elements in line. But in matrix, we must indicate how much elements in column. So in two-dimensional array, it is necessary that, for example, 5 elements in column, 3 elements in line, and 5 elements in column. So, and the value of this element. For example, the third element in the fifth line will be, so 10 minus random percent 20, random percent 20. Okay. What does it mean, random percent 20? Random percent 20 means that we generate the random number in the range from 0 to 19. What does it mean, 10 minus 0? It means 10. So what does it mean, 10 minus 19? It is minus 9. Minus 9. So we generate the elements in the range. In the range from minus 9 to 0. Minus 9 to 0. Okay. But to generate some random numbers, as you remember, Ahmed, so it is necessary to include time h. Include time h. Yes, include timer to generate random number with the help of timer. I'm for it. Okay, time h. Okay, but we have no name of matrix. We would not declare the matrix. We would not declare before the two-dimensional array. For example, we could declare, for example, the array of integer elements, the matrix, the table of integer values. So with the name matter, so how much? So 4 colons and 5 colons and 4 lines. So first the number in line, so n and m. So yes, after this it is we can use it. We can use it. For example, we can use the cycle 4. So the external cycle will be measured, enumerated the elements in the row. So the number of colons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. So for I, this is the initial value of I. This is a condition. I is less than how much? Then n. So then 5. Okay. And I plus plus. What does it mean? I is less than 5. It means the enumeration in array begins from 0, so I is less than 5. It means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements, I plus plus. So after each step, we have an increment of I plus plus. This is for immediate, so it means that I equal I plus 1. Yes, so this record is equivalent to this I plus plus. Okay, so I plus plus means I equal I plus 1. So for example, at first step I is 0, after first step I is 0 plus 1, so I is 1. And so we have some steps. Okay, but in this cycle it is necessary not only to consider the elements in line, so 5 elements, but it is necessary to consider not only 5 elements, but 5 times 4. So the other cycle is necessary cycle in other variable j. So j from 0, and j is less than how much? 4 elements in column, 4 lines. J less than m. Okay, and j plus plus. J plus plus. So this cycle enumerates the elements in line. This cycle enumerates the number of lines. Okay, the number of lines. And after this, we can put here matter ij, matter ij. So, and this record gives us the possibility to obtain the 20 elements, the places of 20 elements, and put in each place in memory, so the proper value 10 minus rand percent 20. Okay, so the information for immediate. I'm sorry, let us open the internet, the Google. So what does it mean, for example, rand function? Let us type function. Okay, which function? Rand. Okay, so the name of function must be accompanied by the round brackets and the language C. Okay, so function rand in C. Okay, so for example, this page about random function. So this is random function. Okay, this is an example how to use random function. Okay, so let us consider another side. For example, function rand C++. Okay, so let us see C++ reference. Okay, so about random function, generate random number. Okay, so it is necessary, as you see, to include time h, and it is necessary to use srand function before random function, srand time null. So let us take this srand function, okay, and let us put in our program, for example, here, srand, see random function. Okay. I'm sorry, you cannot see this demonstration. It is necessary to change the screen. Okay, so after this, you see that I put a rand here. Okay, so before to use rand, it is necessary to include time h and to put here the rand time. Okay, so in this way, it is possible to obtain each element of these 20 elements. 4 times 5, it is 20 elements, and to give each element the value, so to generate the matrix. Okay, but instead of to use this direct name, instead of to declare the matrix, so let us use in this function this pointer, the pointer to the first element, the pointer to the first element. So instead of the name of element, so with indication of I and J, two indices. The first index I indicates the position in the line. So the second indicates the position in of the line in matrix in the table. Which line? First line or second or third or fourth? Okay, so two indices it is necessary. So instead of this indication, so let us use another way. So instead of this matrix, so let us use this PM. So the address, the location of the first element in first line. So the asterisk, so the operator of the address. Okay, so PM. But how to obtain, for example, the first element of matrix? So we need the pointer of the first element of the cell in memory in which the first element is placed. So, and add I, the number in line, plus I. So, at first step of internal cycle, so I is 0. So PM plus I is PM, the location of first element. So the memory is linear. So for two-dimensional, for the matrix, so we have the line 2, the string of cells in memory 2. So how to obtain the second element? At second step, I will be 1. So PM plus 1. So the next cell. So PM plus 2, the next cell. PM plus 3, the next cell, and PM plus 4, the next cell. So we have PM plus 1 number, PM plus 2 number of the cell, the next. So 5 in the line. But how to translate to other line? How to use the other J index? So to use the J, we have to multiply I times N. So what does it mean, I times N? I times 5. I times 5. So for example, if now I is 0, so I times N is 0. So now we are in the first PM place. And after this, plus J. So if J is 0, so now if I is 0, we now at the beginning of the matrix at PM place in memory. So if J is 1, so we go to the second element of the matrix in the first line, and to the third, and I is 0. So after the last element of the line, so this internal cycle terminated. So, and we go to the external cycle. I becomes 1. So 1 times N. So PM plus how much? Plus N plus 5. It means that PM, that we go to the PM, but in the second line. So we begin second line. So, and J indicates the elements in this line, the number of columns. Okay, so after this, I becomes 2. So we go to the third line, and we, in internal cycle, we cover all the elements of third line. And I becomes after this 3. So we go to the next line, and with the help of J, we cover all the elements of this line. And I became 4. So then next line. So we cover all the elements of this matrix. So instead of this, instead of to declare this matrix in the beginning, so it is not necessary now. Do you understand, Ahmed?
Yes, I understand that. I get it.
Okay, so instead of this, we use the pointer. So we give to this matrix the parameter, the parameter. So in our previous consideration, the parameters was absent in main function, but now we create the function with a parameter, with a parameter. So the parameter, this is the pointer to the first element. Okay, so, and that's all, and that's all. So in this way it is possible to generate the matrix. But how to generate? This is so-called the declaration, so the creation of the function, the declaration of the function. But how to use this function? So this function, this declaration, this creation of function is placed before the executable part, so in non-executable part. So your novices, for novices it is very important to separate the declaration and the realization, okay, or the realization and the using. So first we have declare, so to realize, to create the function, and after this to use. So in non-executable part, so we include something, we define something, and we describe something. For example, describe our future using function.
Yeah, like calculate them, yeah.
Must be placed executable part, executable part. In executable part, as you know, executable part begins from the void main, from the main function. So in each program in classical C language, main function must be placed. So void main, this is the name of function, main void. So the main function, it is a starting point of the program in C language. So compiler goes to main and starts from main. Okay, so this function obtained nothing obtains. Okay, so this function receives the PM, the address of the first element in memory, first function. But this function receives nothing, and nothing put out. So this is a headline, this is for immediate of function, and this is the block of main function. Main function must be presented in each program. So what we will do in main function? Okay, so let me see the main function in this program, So first, let us generate the matrix, for example, integer. Let us generate three matrices. Matrix A with the name A, so with M and N. So this is first array, two-dimensional array. B matrix, let us copy the B matrix. So instead to place it globally before the main function, so let us create these three matrices, three two-dimensional arrays in the main function locally. Locally means that only in this block. So these variables are local variables. These are local matrices. So what does it mean local? Local, it is used only in the frames of the given block. So, and matrix B with the name B, the array with the name B of M elements in line and N lines. Okay, so and C. Okay, and sorry, C3. Yes. Okay, so after this we have three arrays. So after this, let us put the seed_rand function. The seed_rand function. Okay. So program goes to the main function because it is executable part. Okay, so after this, let us call our function get GenMatter. Okay, so let us copy GenMatter. Let us generate this matrix, and in the place in the list of parameters, so you see, so GenMatrix appears. So this program understands that we created before this function in non-executable part. So compiler returns, see this GenMatrix and returns to the non-executable part before main, and try to search GenMatter. Okay, so GenMatter is absent here, so it goes to this line. So see GenMatter and see that GenMatter requires a parameter of integer type, the pointer, the address of the cell, of first matrix. So how to obtain the address? With inverse operator. So this is operator direct, the asterisk, but how to obtain the address? The special operator ampersand is used. This is operator of how to receive the address. The address of what? The address of the first element of this matrix. So the first element, so it is necessary to indicate the name, and it is necessary to indicate that this element is first. Okay, so we give to the GenMatter function the parameter, the address of the first element of this matrix. When we create here, we create memory here, and here we obtain the address of the first created place of memory. How much cells will be in this place? So 4 times 5, 20 cells. So we consider two-dimensional arrays, but the memory is linear, as Herbert Schild states. So the memory is linear. So these 20 elements in memory allocated not like a table, but they are allocated in line. Okay, so 20 elements, but what it is necessary to know? The pointer, so the address of the first element, okay, of this created matrix. Okay, so after this, so this code is executed, but with given address. So this function creates two variables of integer type, performs these 2 cycles, and gives in this 20 cells, first 20 cells, the initial values with this rule. Okay, so after this, the matrix is generated, but we cannot see the result of this program. So to see the result, so we can print. We can print the in the screen, for example, the generated value. For example, let us print. I'm sorry, print, but formatted print mediate. So in classical C, printf function is used. So print formatted, printf. What we print? So with format, which format? So this is a value in the range from -9 to 0. So -9 to 0. So 2 positions it is necessary. 1 position to minus and 1 position to the digit from 0 to 9. Okay, so what will be the format? What will be the format? So the format percent 3 position, it is enough, or maybe even 4 or 5 position, or D decimal. What we have to out, for example, the first element of matrix. So A00, for example, A00. A00, I'm sorry, 0, 0. Okay, and let us press asterisk. So after generation, so A00 will have the random value from -9 to 0. Okay. To 0, or I have, so 10 minus 19, so -9 and 10, oh, I'm sorry, not from -9 to 10, because the rand generates from 0 to 19. So 10 minus 0 is 10, 10 minus 19 is -9. So from -9 to 10. Okay, so some random number in the range from -9 to 10 must be appeared when we print. Okay, so let us use gauge function, and let us try to compile. Okay, compile. So one error. Let us see which error. Time H. Okay, so include time H. Instead, maybe it is. Okay, so we have 10 minutes left. Okay, in this conference. Okay, so instead of this comma, it is necessary to use the dot. Okay, so let us compile again. 0 errors to warnings. So what is not understandable? So we would not use B and we would not use C. Okay, so let us press the B. Okay, and let us press execute. Let us press execute. So I see the result. The result now is -6. So let you see the result. Let you see the result. Okay. So do you see, Ahmed? Do you see my?
Yeah, the result should be -6. Yeah, it should be -6.
Okay, so let us execute again. So because of random function, the result must change. The result must change. So let us change. Let us change. Okay, so instead of let us execute again. So because of random function, the result must change. Okay, so I execute again and I see 7. Okay, so please see you. Okay, let you see the result. Okay, so do you see 7?
Yeah.
Yes, I see 7. Yeah.
7. Because of random.
Because you executed again, right? Because you executed the.
Yes. So it works. So in this way, it is possible to generate not only the matrix A, but the matrix B and the matrix C. So in which way? So it is necessary to repeat this call of the function. Instead of to put in the execution of the program all this block and repeat how much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines. So it is necessary only repeat to headline and only to indicate the parameter. Okay, so after generation of A, let us generate B. Okay, so our function cannot generate 3 matrices in one as one. So, but it can generate 3 matrices separately. Okay, so if we change the program, for example, add here integer PM1, integer PM2, and if we repeat this cycle 3 times, okay, so it is possible to generate 3 matrices in one function. But we created the function which generate only 1 matrix. But we can call this function 3 times, and generate A, B, and C. Okay, so let us, for example, out in parallel, for example, some other elements of some other matrices. For example, let us have here the translation to the next line, \n. It means that after this value, we translate to the next line in the screen of execution. So after this, let us out and translate to the next line. So the element of B, which element? For example, from the second element in the third line, for example, this. Okay, and see. Okay, for example, which element? So, for example, the first is 4. For example, C4, 5, the last element of this matrix. What does it mean last? So last, it means the upper down and upper right element. Okay, so and let us see the result. Let us compile, let us build, and let us execute. Okay, so I see the result. Now you will see the result. Okay, the column with 3 elements, so 8 minus 8 and minus 9. So this is element from our matrix. This is the which element? The element with number 1 and 2. So let us count the number of this element with the help of this rule. So M now is how much? N now is 2 and is 2 and okay, so PM, so 0 or the number of the first cell plus I. I is now how much? I is now 1. I is now 1. So I'm sorry. Let us return. So I now is 1. So 1 times 4, 1 times 5, I'm sorry, is 5. So 5 and plus how much? Plus 2. This is the 7th element in matrix. So in the first, in the first I indicates the number of lines. The second, I'm sorry, so the enumeration from 0. The second element in the third line, the second element in the third line. So have the number 7. No. Maybe it is second, maybe it is in the second line, the third element. The third element in the second line. Okay, this is in the second line, the third element. So the third in the second, how much elements? Third in the second line. So 5 and 4 and 3. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 in first line and 1, 2, 3 in second line. The third in the second line. The 7th from beginning. Okay, the 7th from beginning. Yes. Okay. Yes, so this is the function of matrix generator. Okay, so now will be the end of our demonstration. So now of our translation. Now I will go to the Zoom and I will open other other conference. So this conference is terminated, the time is over. But now I will try to start another conference, and I will put into the WhatsApp the reference
The link, right?
parole of this and the keyword of this conference. Do you understand? So now the demonstration is over. Okay, this conference is over, and now I will start another conference, and after some minutes I will put in WhatsApp the data of this new conference. Do you understand, Medet and Ahmed?
Yes.
Yeah, I understand that.
You will enter to the other conference. So why? I'll stop the demonstration, and I stop the conference. So please, after some minutes, please check the WhatsApp. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.